For every Pep Guardiola, there's an Andrea Pirlo, and for every Zinedine Zidane, there's a Gary Neville. So this week we're asking, do great players make great managers? Hello, I'm Sam Ashu and welcome to Football Now from Doha. Now, 2021 was the year when club legends found the going a little tougher in their suits and tracksuits than once upon a time in their football kits. Frank Lampard, Andrea Pirlo and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer all being rather unceremoniously booted out of the clubs that they served with such distinction on the pitch. With CVs that showed a thwarted promotion bid at Derby, 9 days as the Juventus under-23s coach and a relegation in Wales, these efforts wouldn't normally get you an interview, never mind the job at Chelsea, Juventus and Manchester United. So perhaps the lack of a fairy tale ending is no surprise.
So if you are a great player like Cristiano Ronaldo or Zidane or Messi and you say, I want to be the coach, they're going to give you the opportunity because like Frank Lampard, Wayne Rooney, it's more easy because they don't have to start in the low teams, they're going to have more opportunities.
So it doesn't necessarily follow that the best players become the best managers, but there are a couple of big clubs hoping to buck that trend with their recent appointments. Xavi impressed in Qatar with Al Sadd, but he's got a huge job on his hands, hasn't he, to restore Barcelona to former glories.
For me, ideally, I do feel that managers, particularly in the current day football, need time. And that's irrespective of a playing career, previous coaching experience. They do need time to instill their philosophies and beliefs on a club. And that's what I ultimately think it does come down to.
Another of the greatest midfielders of the 21st century, Steven Gerrard, has also been given the opportunity at a club with a historic past in Aston Villa. He started his coaching career with roles at Liverpool's academy before guiding Scottish club Rangers to their first title in 10 years. So can his past achievements as a player really help inspire Villa to a promising future?
I think people know him as a great player and it definitely helps. He's intelligent, he's confident, he knows how to talk to people, so that's all actually make him a good leader. I think if the manager of the club used to be a great player, it helps, but only for a first period, because players and fans respect you no matter what. It brings the confidence.
Sportsmen who have excelled on the pitch and in the dugout may be a relative rarity, but there are three legends of the game whose exploits as both a player and a manager are quite simply remarkable. Johan Cruyff was part of the Dutch national side that brought total football to the world's attention, and as a coach, he transformed Barcelona, inventing a style of football that inspired future generations of teams and coaches alike. 3 times a Ballon d'Or winner as a player, he collected 14 trophies as a manager, including Barca's first ever European Cup triumph, as well as bringing Real Madrid's dominance to an end with 4 consecutive La Ligas. Pep Guardiola credits Cruyff as being the major influence in his managerial career, and what a career it has been. As a player, Guardiola was part of Cruyff's team that won the European Cup in 1992 and represented his country 47 times. But his managerial accolades outstrip his playing days. 31 major honours, winning league titles in Spain, Germany and England, beginning at Barcelona, whose tiki-taka style of play captivated the world. But it's not just Barcelona playing greats who have done the business as managers. Zinedine Zidane's Real Madrid may not have been as easy on the eye as Cruyff or Guardiola's Barcelona, but they were a winning machine. One of the greatest players of all time guided Real Madrid to 3 consecutive Champions Leagues, and during his second spell at Los Blancos, the team from the Spanish capital won its second La Liga under Zizou.
This is a great example of Zinedine Zidane because he was a great player, one of the greatest players of the world. He is a simple man, but when he talks, everybody listens. Because he don't speak too much, but when he says something, the players do what he wants.
Of course, being a big name doesn't exactly guarantee success, and some of the managers who went on to great success came from a sporting background that had very little in the way of top-flight football. Jose Mourinho, for example, might have been the special one as a boss, but had finished his playing career at the age of just 24. Jurgen Klopp, meanwhile, would probably admit that he was a bit of a journeyman as a footballer, never reaching the Bundesliga. Whilst Arsene Wenger's playing career isn't remembered by anyone in France, let alone anyone outside of his homeland, his unique, visionary ideas helped transform Premier League football. Fellow countryman Gerard Houllier never played professionally, likewise German manager Julian Nagelsmann, but that hasn't stopped him going all the way to the top with Bayern Munich.
We're seeing, particularly in Germany, a number of young coaches come through the ranks. There are a number of coaches in their late 30s who have really emerged and making their mark at some of the top clubs. And I think that just comes down to showing some faith in this new type of manager, which certainly Germany, the Bundesliga, are leading the way. And for me, it's no surprise whatsoever that across the board, probably at this point in time, German managers quite comfortably the best in world football.
So it just goes to prove that you don't necessarily need to have won World Cups, Champions League and league titles as a player to become a manager at elite level football. So then, does being a great player give you a big advantage in becoming a great manager or not? Do let us know your opinions using the hashtag FootballNowManagers, and we'll see you next time for more Football Now.